So here's the last piece of problem 4 from the 2013 A, B, and BC exam. And in part D here, they define some new function for us, g of x. And g of x is going to be f of x, which we've been working with off and on throughout the first 3 pieces of this problem in previous videos. And it's equal to f of x quantity cubed. They tell us what f of 3 is. They tell us that it's negative 5 halves. It says find the slope of the line tangent to the graph of g, not f, but of g at x equals 3. Well, if we want the slope of the tangent line, what we're going to have to find is we're going to have to find the derivative and evaluate it at 3. So what we really need here is we need to find what g prime of 3 is. So before we can find g prime of 3, we're going to need g prime of x. And this is not that difficult. It's just a little different. It's not what you're probably used to doing from out of the calculus textbook. We want to take the derivative of this. We have this outer function, something cubed, and this inner function f of x. So what we're going to have to use to take the derivative here is we're going to have to use the chain rule, and the derivative of something cubed is going to be 3 something squared, but what the chain rule says is to leave the inner function in this quantity, and the inner function is f of x. To finish the chain rule, we multiply by the derivative of the inner function. The inner function is f of x, and the derivative of f of x would be f prime of x. So here's g of x, or excuse me, here's g prime of x. What we want to do is we want to find g prime of 3. So g prime of 3 is going to be equal to 3 times f of 3, quantity squared, times f prime of 3. Well, they provided us with f of 3 in part D here, so we can go ahead and in place of f of 3 we can toss this negative 5 halves, and then that has to be squared, and then times f prime of 3. Well, this is a graph of f prime. At 3, what's the value of the graph, or the value of f prime? Well, it's 4. So times 4. And now it's just a matter of doing a little bit of arithmetic, and we're all done. So let's see if we follow the order of operations here. We're doing the exponent first. If I square a negative, I'm going to get a positive answer. If I square the 5, I'm looking at 25. If I square the 2, I'm looking at a 4. So I have 3 times 25 over 4 times 4. And if we simplify this a little bit, now that everything's multiplied, we're definitely allowed to do this. We can get rid of those 4's. And then 3 times 5 is going to give us a value of 75. So it's kind of a big value for g prime of 3, but that's all there is to it.